everyone, and welcome to You Remind Me with Marcus and Jade. Jade isn't here this week, everyone, so you just have me. Don't worry, she will be back next week, but this week you just have me, so buckle up. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna go with it. But we're gonna start off with like, you know how it is. What is it? How our week has gone. Well, how my week has gone. So, my week, oh Lord God. You know, when it gets to that kind of time of the year when you have to change everything, or it's like gas and electric, like television, all of those kind of things just come at once. Maybe that's my own fault for doing it always at the same time at the in the year. But I don't know. I just like to make sure in that month, that's that month, I need to make sure everything's done. Actually, that just comes to my head. As you can see, I've got a co host actually. I've got little Jasper here. Just say hi, boo. Say hi. Hi, everyone. I didn't introduce him. Sorry. Oh, he's gone now. He's off. Um, what was I saying then? I totally forgot. Yes, that time of the year when you're just like doing everything. And yes, that's what, looking at the dog. I need to do dog insurance as well. God, it's like everything at once. And like, I feel like I have been a Karen. I don't know if I'm allowed to use that now, but I'm using it. A Karen, or what is it, a Kevin for a man? I don't know. But yeah, I have literally been on the phone for the majority of the week, and emailing and doing this and corresponding with people. And don't get me started with O2. I don't care. I'm out in them. Like, they were bad. Like, I've been with O2 for years, and the way I was treated, like, I was like, bye, Felicia's. So now I'm with Sky Mobile, and I would recommend everyone to go with them because the like you get like a little piggy bank and all those kind of stuff. I'm not too sure how it works, but we will see. We will see. Um, yeah, it's been a crazy week. Also, I went to see the Bob Marley film, which was good, and I found out a lot of things. Like, I kind of knew when what's her name? Rita Marley got shot. Sorry, spoiler alert, I should have said that. This is a spoiler alert. If you haven't watched the film, I'm sorry, I'm gonna talk about the film. So, what was I saying about Rita Marley? Like, yeah, she and Bob Marley got shot. So I think Bob Marley got shot in the stomach and the arm, and Rita Marley got shot in the head. But because she had dreadlocks, it kind of not missed, but it softened the blow. So she obviously didn't die. And they did a concert, was it 2 or 3 days later, in front of people? I would have been afraid. In case, imagine thousands of people in front of you. You don't know if the person who tried to shoot you would come back and try and kill you in front of people, but you'll be stupid to do that, wouldn't you? Because you'll get caught. You would literally get caught. It would be hard. But yeah, the movie's good. I'm kind of like, I wanted more. So maybe it's room for them to do like a part 2 or something like that. Like, yeah, you wanted more because it was kind of like his life. What would I say? From maybe 33 to until he died when he was 36. So, and it goes along like the story of him where just before he got his diagnosis with cancer, and it was in his toe. And then the reason why he kind of died from the cancer is because he refused, because of Rastafarism. I don't know. I'm making up things. You know me, I like to make up things. Well, he is a Rasta man. So he refused that. And if he did have his toe cut off, I reckon Bob Marley could have still like been here making music and stuff like that. But yeah, what else did I do this? Oh, also, actually, I've been watching Trigger Point. So I watched like half of season 1 back when, and then this new season came on. And I said, oh, because it was on a Sunday. I think it's still on now, but I was so fast with myself. I said, let me get on ITVX and watch it. So when I mean go and watch season two, because season two is something else. I said, wow, and yeah, I forget the actress's name, but yes, this season two, I said, wow, it hooked me. So go and watch that. What else? So what else did I do this week? Yeah, I talked about like the whole thing with, let me go back and talk about this whole thing with, so changing over my mobile. Oh my god. So basically, I um got my pack number, pack number from O2, and I was like, bye bitches, I'm going. See you later. And then they were like, no bitch, you're not going nowhere. I was like, oh shit, why not? They're like, you owe me £300. I said, £300 where? They were like, no, because you're in a contract. I said, me in contract? I am on a sim only contract. Like, as you like, I'm guessing everyone would like go with this and say, when you're on a sim only kind of thing, you are able to be on a rolling contract and you can come out whenever you want. This is what the understanding I was under. But obviously, no, I was not on that. So they were like, no, you're in a 24-month contract and you owe us money. I was like, bitch, please. So then I said, oh God, let me be good. And I rang him and I was just like, look, I do want to leave because I found a cheaper deal elsewhere. And they were like, right, we'll match it. So they matched it and then they sent through the contract. And I was like, brilliant. I was just waiting for that last contract where you just have to like sign it and then they send the device to your house. Waiting, still waiting. I said, where is this contract? So I rang them and I said, sorry, I didn't get the other contract. They were like, oh, the woman wasn't meant to do that. I said, what? And so they were like, so we're gonna have to do another. Sorry, I didn't say before. So I was accepted, and like they do a credit check and all that kind of stuff. So I was accepted, and then this second time I went back, and then the man was like, right, we'll send you another contract thing through, like stating what you're gonna get. I said, why have you put it up? I want exactly what the woman gave me the last time. They were like, nah, we can't do that. I said, no, you can. So then it went through again, and actually, sorry, I got cut off. So then I rang back. I must have been on the phone for about 3 hours to 4 hours on that day because you get put on hold and then waiting to get through and all this kind of stuff. So then, obviously, so going back, sorry, that was the second man. Then going on to the third person now because I got cut off, went back. She then went through and said, oh, well, I can't do it. I can't do it for that much. I could do it for this much. I said, okay, I'm just going to go with it. Just do it. She went through and did all the things. They chat, tell you all the things they have to tell you. I said, okay, I've heard this already this morning. And then she said, oh, you've been denied. I said, what? Why am I being denied? I was accepted this morning. How am I being? Oh, we can't tell you. We don't know. But it could be because we have been applying for your credit like 3 times today. So I'm guessing the reason why I did get denied was because of them. So I said, no, this needs to be a complaint. This is when I turned it into Karen. I said, right, I'm gone. I am not paying no £300. Goodbye. And I went straight over to Sky, and Sky was just like, yeah, here you go, boo. Have all you need. And I was like, so goodbye, O2. Thanks for having me, but goodbye. And I'm now on a nice little shiny. I've got another, like, look at me. I'm big influencer now. I've got a phone in front of me. I've got a little iPhone 15 in my hand. Yes, I'm living life. But yeah. Oh, God, mashing up the place with the iPhone 15. So, what else? Yeah, child. So, you know how well, I'm due to get my operation. I'm still waiting for that, but I am on like a cocktail of tablets. And when I mean the fatigue it gives me, like literally just before I was filming this, I said, let me have a little sleep. But the sleep's funny because my brain is going and I'm imagining everything, but I can't tell you after I've woken up what I was imagining, but my brain is going. And like, I mean, I feel like high. I was walking Jasper today and I was there walking. I said, whoa. why am I feeling high like this? But then I realized that sometimes when I take the tablets without eating, I that's when I'm like high. So if you get a little back problem, get on those strong, strong painkillers and get a little high. But anyway, I am chatting a lot, and I can't believe I've like chatted this much without Jade. So, but that was my week.
Don't forget, guys, you can find us on Instagram if you want to get in touch at you_remind me.
And also, don't forget to
Send
subscribe.
us a DM, darlings. We'll always get back.
Love ya. So we got onto that part that I like to call the news part. Well, not like to call it. We'll just call it news. But I've still got my co-host here. He's having a little sleep. Hey Jasper, how you doing, boo? Yeah, you can hear me. You good? So yeah, let's go straight on with the news. So, I don't know if everyone's heard and if anyone does watch this morning, but they've now got two hosts. So it used to be obviously Phil and Holly, and now they have Ben Shepherd and Kat Deely, which is actually quite exciting because I watched a few actually when Kat was doing it. I didn't really watch when Ben was doing it, but like Kat is Kat, and I think she'll do good, and she'll be her in it. She's just coming, but everyone knows her. Like I remember her from, I'm sure, yes, was she the host of Fame Academy when it was like Lamar and all those kind of things? That was like the good singing shows because I'm sure that was her and her husband now, which Patrick or something like that. It could be Patrick. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's where she met her husband. But yeah, everyone knows Kat Deely, and like then she went over to America, and she was doing So You Think You Can Dance and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I say good luck to them. They'll be great. Like it needs a little jug up, like give it a shake up and bring the people. But I think what's their name? Alison and I forget his name now. Dermot. That's it. Sorry, this is the tablets. I told you before, these tablets, the brain is just like, but yeah. Yeah, I think, well, I don't think, I know Alison and Dermot are staying. So they will be still there on a Friday. So that'll be cute. I just thought that would be nice for everyone to hear who are listeners and who watched this morning. But yeah, let's move on. So I heard that airlines now are going to be they're going to start weighing the person and weighing your luggage. So I'm kind of like, how are they going to do that? Because obviously they give you sometimes when you go on long haul flights, what would you say? It's like 23 kg, maybe 26 if you're lucky. Well, I'm going to Japan and I'm lucky because they're given your allowance is two 23-kilogram bags to go in the hold, and then you can bring your obviously your carry-on. I said, well, I can bring everything, but what I'm going to do, because everyone's saying go there with an empty suitcase because you're just going to buy stuff, and literally when you go in a shop just buy it because you ain't got time to be going back. So I said, let me fill up my hand luggage with bits that like stuff you can mix and match and wear, and do you know what I mean, and maybe go with two trainers because yeah. But the hardest thing for me is the coats because me, I love a coat. I love a coat. If you see in my room, oh my god, it's shameful. And I've just started a little vintage. Oh god. I'll put, well, I don't know how you put, or maybe I'll find a link or something. But I've got a little closet on there, a little wardrobe, just under my name, Marcus Aiton. So go and have a look. There's a few coats there. I think I've got a pair of DMs that I've never worn. So go and have a little look. I'm just plugging. But yeah, this with this weigh-in is going to be crazy because I'm guessing if you're obese, you might have to definitely pay for two seats because, or yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing it would have to be like that because no one would be able to sit next to you because you're weighing out the plane and stuff like that. So good luck to them. It's gonna cost people a lot. I feel like that shouldn't happen, and it doesn't need to happen because planes are still going now, and why do you need to weigh people? You're just weighing people to shame them. You just don't need this or that to happen. Like, you don't need to be out here on these streets shaming people. But good luck to those airlines, whoever that is, and whoever's gonna do that. Good luck to them, and we'll see how they roll that out. On to other news, actually. Actually, this is sad news. So, one of the Strictly Come dancers, pro dancers, Robin Windsor, passed away. It was Monday what day was it? Monday the 20th. And I've got a few friends like online and stuff who obviously knew him and they put online, and I've seen other news people actually talking about it and just saying like, but it's bad because they were like, oh, he sent a cryptic message saying that there was one photo that he did, obviously his last photo on his Instagram, I think it is, saying hiding in the shadows. So people have like written on that little thing, you're no longer in the shadows, you're in the light, rest well. So I don't want to speculate, but I don't know the cause of death. No one knows the cause of death, but you can think what you think, and I just leave it there. But God rest his soul, and I send all the love to his family and his friends and everything. But yeah, it's sad. It is sad. Like, that's why I'm just gonna say it. That's why you just gotta say to your friends, how are you? Like, what's going on? You gotta keep it, yeah, 100. Literally keep it 100 with your friends, because it's hard on these streets, it is hard. Like, and to have special people around you that you know you can lean on, it means a lot. And don't be afraid to just be like, how are you? Not the, when someone's like, hello, how are you? That kind of, no, like, literally, how are you? That's why I always like, you must, if you've listened to other episodes, you will know that I even say that to Jade. I'm like, girl, how are you? Let's talk. Like, let's get stuff out. Because this is what this pod's about. Like, we just got to get stuff out and we're talking on stuff. But yeah, that's what I just say to people. Just ask, how are you?
Don't forget, guys, you can find us on Instagram if you want to get in touch at you_reminds me.
And also, don't forget to subscribe.
Send us a DM, darlings. We'll always get back.
Love ya. On to other news. So, Apple have brought out those Pro goggles. I've seen them online, but child, I'm not even bothered about those Pro goggles. I didn't even research it properly. I know that they are. Is it like nearly 4 grand for the thing? I said, where am I going and spend 4 grand for what? To go and put something on my eyes that, yeah, like, if it was more like what would I say? More not goggles, and you could just like, imagine on your wrist, you could just go, oops. Oh, and then it kind of pops up like how I've got my iPhone, my what do you call it, Apple Watch here, and just go, oh, an email, but then I'll be like, oh, okay, that's good. But I think we're too far from that. But yeah, I am not about to get those goggles, and I'm sure, well, maybe if I was speaking to Jade about it, maybe she'll be like, maybe I would get the goggles. I don't know. I don't think she would get the goggles, but yeah, them goggles are expensive. They're too much, yeah. And for what? Please, if like, put in the comments and tell me what these goggles are about, because I don't know what these goggles are about. So moving on, actually, I wanted to talk about this when Jade is here, but it's just one of those things that is going on the whole, and like, let me just not just jump into it like that. Let me hold back. Okay, the whole thing about the dentistry thing, like the NHS not being able, or people not being able to get like appointments. And I can't remember where it was. It was somewhere up north where they opened a new surgery, and people were lining outside and fighting, and they had to get police involved all over their teeth. This is what I'm talking about, just because of their teeth. Like, I know, like, people in lockdown, that went crazy because people were pulling out teeth in their mouth and doing all those kind of things. Not me. I didn't do that. I don't need to do pulling out no teeth, but that was crazy and it's still going on now. Luckily for me, it's easy. Mine's just like over the road and I'm still a member, a patient for them. So it's all good. But yeah, they were saying also, what was it? What they were saying? They said that over 100 kids are having their teeth removed a day because of tooth decay. Yes, the silence. Because where are the kids getting tooth decay? You're giving them the wrong foods for them to get tooth decay. I know they have their baby teeth and etc. and all that kind of stuff where you have to, they're going to drop out and maybe your teeth don't grow in or something like that. But where are you getting tooth decay? How? Stop giving your kids the sweets. That's why I wanted to talk to Jade about that because you know she's got the two boys. I was like, I wonder what, because, but actually she's good with that because I've called her once. She's like, I'm just going dentist with the kids, and I might be wrong, but I think she's actually private for her dentistry. Oh yeah, big dentistry. um, yeah. So it's crazy. So that's what's going on in England at the moment. Because I know we've got a few listeners elsewhere. But yeah, with the NHS, I know it's free and it's great. And but yeah, people are out here going wild just to get their teeth done. But yeah, what would I say now? Like, I think I haven't got any more news or anything. I don't even know what's on my brain. Up. Actually, let me tell you one more thing. So this isn't news. This is just to wrap it up. I just want to know everyone's opinion. So what happened was, I look. I'm not full of drama, but apparently my last 2 weeks has been full of drama, full of being a Karen, being like that, and I feel exhausted from it. So I have to turn a new leaf. And I was like, right. So this story just sent me over the edge now. So what happened was obviously I got my new iPhone 15 and I um it was the day before, so I left the phone at home because I was like, it's not connected, blah blah blah. Went to one of those phone shops, which if you know and if you live in England, you'll know what I mean, like the where you get cases from and stuff like that, what you can get in a super not a supermarket, like in the mall and stuff like that. And I went to the man and I said, okay, I've got a iPhone 15, can I get a case, please? And he was like, yeah, £7. I said, like, nah. So I started walking off and he said, nah, give me £5. Went back and I said, £5? Um, so I spoke to him and then I was like, oh, I haven't got £5 on me. Can I use my card? So he was like, oh yeah, yeah. Went to use the card and then the machine didn't work. And I was like, oh, let me look in my bag. And I looked to my wallet and I was like, oh, there's one £5 there. Let me give the man the £5. Gave him the £5 and I said, look, if the case doesn't fit, because you haven't given me a receipt from paying on card, can I swap it? Or like come back and do stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then he was like, yeah, 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 come back. So I went back the next day because sorry, let me go back. So I came home, put the case on, and I said, this isn't fitting. He's giving me the wrong case. So I went back the next day with the phone and I said, excuse me, this is the case is wrong. And he was like, he started getting vex with me. He was like, well, I like, what do you mean it's wrong? I said, well, I've got a 15 and you're giving me a case for a 14, which I didn't realize as well. Because do you know how they make your head go and they start filling and then you just take the thing because you're just like, let me just get away. And then I was like, you remember me from yesterday? I said, I'll come back if the case doesn't fit. No, I don't remember you. I said, no, please don't lie on me. That's my one thing. I said, when people lie on me, I couldn't give him the receipt there because he didn't give me the receipt. And then that's what he used on me as well. He said, no, you ain't got no receipt. I said, you didn't give me a receipt because your machine wasn't working. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. He starts banging his head. And then the man threatens me and then says, look, if I wasn't behind this counter, something will happen. So watch yourself when you're out on the street. I said, Lord God, I've got X over my head now. So I just said to him, please. I don't want to argue. Can I get back my £5 then? If you haven't got a case that fits. Sorry, I didn't say that. I went back and he didn't have a case. I was like, if he ain't got a case, what fits? Because he started pulling out yellow case, blue case, and I just wanted a clear case. Let me show you a clear case, just a clear case. Right. So he was like, here you go, here's this, here's that. And I said, I don't want that. Sorry. I just want my £5. We don't do it. I only can do an exchange. Come back at 5 o'clock. I said, I can't come back at 5 o'clock. I've got things to do. Uh, and then I said, look, just give me back my £5. He starts getting vexed, starts getting vexed. So I said, well, I am not leaving until you give me a case or give me back that old case. So I've got something. Do you know what I mean? I know it's over £5, but this is what I wanted to know what people think about this. Would you just walk away and just say £5 loss or not? Because what happened at the end, he went and got a case, picked it up. It was the right case, it was clear, and it's on the phone. So there was no argument needed. All he had to do is swap over the case. I just don't understand people. Like the way, if I tell you, when you could see the rage in someone's eye, and I stood there and I was like, this is over £5. £5. What is going on? But yeah, I just wanted to know what would people do? Would you just like walk away and just say bye to the £5? Or would you stand like I did and be like, no, give it? Because look what happened. It got solved. I got the thing. And then I said, I'm not coming back to your establishment ever again. So, like I did say a few words and I might have riled him up, but I was calm. And I said, but I'm not a person who likes to argue. I'd rather just talk about things and just tell you X, Y, and Z, or this is how I feel, blah, blah, blah. Like, so just like let me know or don't let me know. But yeah, I think we've come to the end of the first episode of You Remind Me with Marcus and Jasper. No, but definitely next week, Jade will be back and we'll be back on it and giving you all the juicy stuff. But I hope everyone has a lovely week and stay safe and bye.